All right, we back. We live again. Talking that talk. Salute to everybody in the building. Keep growing and prospering no matter what. You're going to deal with negativity in life as far as with, the things that you have to take responsibility for the fact that you played some role or part in attracting it, especially the things that you experience within your realm of reality. You feel me? And, combating negativity with negativity will, it's just going to attract more negativity to you. But we got to start feeding off of these dudes' energy. We got to feed off of people energy that give us negativity. Anybody, anytime you feel negativity from anywhere in any direction, you have to absorb it and steal their energy. They giving you the venom. Like the movie Venom, they giving you the venom. And what did the venom do? It made them more powerful. Right? You take the venom and you do right with it. Right? When somebody give out negativity, they losing energy. Like, just imagine somebody arguing with somebody, yelling and screaming and barking and with the hand signs and sweating, and somebody just, in his mind, he just, let's say for instance, there's two people, right? This dude over here barking, screaming, yelling and all that, like you this and this and that, whatever, you know what I'm saying, like word. And then the other dude just standing there like this. In his mind, he like, as long as he don't touch me, I don't gotta go out my way to go do nothing to this dude. He ain't put his hands on me. He ain't touch me. If he don't touch me, we good, because I understand how the law works. There's a lot of tough guys will, the dudes that want to be tough and prove like, yo, it's people around and I gotta prove to such and such, to the people that's around me, that I can handle my business. Okay. So you wind up getting locked up and you try to claim self-defense. And you like, yeah, he was talking crazy to me, provoking me. But who put their hands on who first, sir? Oh, but he was. Who put their hands on who first? I did. Well, there ain't no self-defense. You feel me? Like, keep the law in mind. These dudes ain't worth it. Keep that law in mind. Because we ain't got no business in prison. None of us. And another thing I want to speak on too is we don't got no business listening to anybody that's not retaining. And that, that's just as raw as it get. Why am I, giving my energy to someone, whether it be music, whether it be anything, and they are not going within themselves? They're not willing to work on themselves to the extent of getting rid of watching, that website, that dirty website. For all we know, they doing that. And why are we entertaining people that do that? We not gonna get better, right? And you may say, well, what about people on the journey that relapse? Well, as long as that person come back and keep it solid, right? Like I did. I kept it solid with the fall that happened with me 6 months ago. And now 6 months or some change later, your boy is going strong on 183 some days, 84, something like that. Going crazy, right? But that don't got nothing to do with nothing, because it's about what you doing throughout these days. You got to make the best out of these days, bro. These days ain't going to matter. You feel me? Because if you still feeding your ego with short-term pleasure, and at the end of the day, you just going to be leading yourself astray with more energy to do so. You feel me? So keep that in mind, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you're going to have to realize most dudes, as far as like with being positive, a lot of dudes just don't see the point in doing that. They don't see the point. They see it as, you feel me? Like, we all know, especially with the internet, a lot of people like to see drama. And with the retention community, I viewed it as we supposed to be one. We supposed to all be working together, right? Whether somebody fall or not, that's a way for you to put out some positivity and pull somebody up that may be slipping. Yeah, yo, bro, I'm on day 30, but you good, homie. Pick yourself back up. And matter of fact, I've been doing this, and this lately, and I feel like that been working for me, so maybe you should try it. Maybe you should try, getting off your phone for a little while. For me, stop playing the game. Go outside, ride your bike a little bit. Get a workout in. Drink more water. There's, positivity. You get that back from the universe. You get all of that back, right? For me, salute to everybody in the building though. Salute to everybody. For me, and as far as like with gaining muscle, it's not really about what you eat, it's about what you doing with what you eat. You feel me? So like, for instance, like we all know it's a lot of dudes out here that they eat a certain kind of way so their body could look like it's bigger than it really is. When their insides is all clogged up, their arteries is all clogged up and all that. So don't be one of those. Make sure you pay close attention to what you put in your body. You gotta be careful with stuff like that. For me, don't let your ego lead you to, be doing things and feeding into things that you don't need to be doing. I'm telling you, bro, a lot of these dudes, they be feeding themselves certain things so they look big because they really soft. And they don't want to look like they small because they know people will start playing with them. For me, so don't be one of those. But I learned too, like, for me, like one thing I want to say is like, salute, bro. Me like living in the trenches and all that. I stopped, like I feel like I'm able to detach more from my environment because of the habits I have. Like, for instance, right? If you think about it, everybody in the trenches is to an extent doing the same thing. As far as like with listening to a whole bunch of rap music, feeding their brain. Like people think it don't matter what you feed your brain. Like you could listen to this artist and that artist and that artist and that artist and this album, and then play this album all day and play this song all day. But what you feed your mind is crucial. What you feed your mind is real crucial. Because I've been doing this affirmational thing for quite some time, but I've been locking in with it more. And because of that, I'm in a blissful state to where I realize that the mind, if you pay too much attention to it, it's going to hold you back. It's going to lead you astray. Right? It's important to just be in a moment and trust your instincts. And it's definitely most important. And like I said, watch what you feed your mind. Scrolling a whole bunch of times on Instagram and all that, your brain is downloading all of that. You feel me? And even with the website, with the dirty website, we don't got no business on there, right? You feeding your mind all of these different videos and all of these different pictures of the women and all that, and then your brain on top of that is getting a dopamine rush from all that, is blocking any manifestations that you trying to do. Because you gotta think about it, right? You got people in real life, let's say people that don't practice retention, these dudes or females, whatever, they be wondering why, like, yo, I'm trying to manifest with this, that, and the third. They only taking time out to meditate like an hour or two a day. But then what about the rest of the day? Why are you not locking in with it whole time? Because you might meditate for like an hour or two, but then you go right on Instagram and you scrolling through everything for hours. Because you're not meditating no more. You out and about doing your thing and you just on your phone scrolling. Now you on YouTube, you watch this video, that video, that video, that video, that video, that video. So whatever manifesting you was just doing, all of that, you just blocked it with clogging up a whole bunch of stuff on top of the manifesting that you just tried to do. So basically the point is, it's important to take time to cleanse. You got to cleanse yourself for the music that you've been listening to, all of the different videos you be watching, all of the different, pages and the explore pages you be scrolling on. You got to detox all of that, which means that you got to take some time and just be straight meditating like I be doing. Like I throw on like what they call that, like a meditation beat, maybe just the instrumental, and that come with a certain frequency, like the hertz. For those that know, when you pay attention to the hertz, that the hertz is important, right? Because I noticed this too. If you step back from listening to rap music for a day, do this for one day, one whole day, you ain't listening to no rap music, and you straight meditating to like, different hertz and all that, the hertz that's healthy for your mind and all that. And then go back and try to listen to rap music again and tell me if you don't feel a difference. If you don't feel a difference, you crazy. Because I felt the difference immediately after one day. You gonna feel the difference. You gonna realize, and then you're gonna be able to pay more attention to what these dudes is even saying, and they not even saying nothing. What are these dudes even saying? You really start to ask yourself, like, yo, I was listening to this all the time for what? And then you be wondering why your brain, like, yo, I don't feel the benefits of retention, and I feel like I still got brain fog and I still got a flat line. What if you got to pay attention to what you feed in your brain? And it's not just about, retaining. It's also about never watching the website again. It's also about even having no social media and scrolling a whole bunch. It's also about monitoring the amount of videos you watch on YouTube. Like, it get this deep. You got to do a lot of sacrificing. It also comes down to the music that you listening to. You can't be listening to a whole bunch of music feeding your brain all of these different vibes and all that, all these different things these people is saying. Your mind is downloading all of that and taking it in, and it's going to affect your reality, the things that you feed your brain. Because we all know common sense should tell you, if you feed in your brain affirmations constantly, the I am love, I am peace, I am prosperity, like I've been doing, I feel like my vibe is in a blissful state, straight positivity. Like I feel straight positive. I just want to put that out there and inspire other people to do that. You feel me? Because I'm telling you, you gotta. It's way deeper than just retention. Because y'all had dudes that'll try to tell y'all that, basically they just bragging and boasting only about being on hot days, which is cool. Like, it's cool to be proud of yourself for retaining and doing it for a long period of time. But it's also about, what else have you sacrificed though? What else? Yeah, you stop watching the website, you know what I'm saying? You've been retaining for a while, but you still listening to these low vibrational rappers that ain't talking about nothing. But oh why, listening to rap music, it come with a vibe though. It's the vibe that you get, you know what I'm saying? Look, this is what people don't want to hear. I promise you they don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear that, yo, I'm gonna have to, the only way I can manifest my reality. Oh, so maybe the point of all of this rap music and all of these different things on YouTube and all these different things on TV and all of that was to clog my brain up of me being able to manifest my reality? Yes. That's exactly what it is. All of that plays a part in clogging up your brain, clogging up your focus, your third eye, and all that, from you being able to really lock in and focus with what you want to be manifesting and focusing on, as far as like with bringing it to fruition. All of that is gonna clog you up. You gotta unclog. For me, it go that deep. It go real deep, bro. Uh, yo, shout out to the UK. Appreciate you, bro. Mm, that's what I'm saying. And on top of the fact that, like, a lot of these rappers is living a BS life, a life that I know and now that you don't got no business living. Because now you practicing retention, you're not looking to be sleeping around with this one and that one and all that. A lot of these rappers, that's their whole purpose, to even living the lifestyle that they live. You'll come to realize that their whole purpose in living that lifestyle is to just attract women. Literally, you'll realize that like these dudes literally just be popping all that talk, buying a whole bunch of clothes just to be able to do, and just to be able to sleep with women that they was fantasizing about, from doing the same thing that we always doing as men, just being addicted to the dirty website. And now they like, yo, I got all this money, I got the chance. Yo, y'all come to realize a lot of these dudes be simping for these women to be able to sleep with them. They be paying for their flight to come fly them out, make sure they straight with the money and all that. Might even put some extra money in her pocket. Don't be surprised, bro. I'm telling you, your favorite rapper low key a simp. You'll be surprised. They get with certain women and they know that they don't really got nothing to bring to the table besides they bread. Because they don't be working on themselves. They don't even know who they truly are, what they can truly bring to the table. All they got is money. So they just be giving it away. They give it away to other, dudes for protection. You know what I'm saying? They give it away to females just to get the validation. Feel me? Because what you think these females gonna do? A rapper hit him up. You think she gonna just mess with him just because he a rapper? A lot of these females be finessing. A lot of these females be finessing trying to get theirs too. That's what I'm saying, and it's dirty. Like you sleeping with a whole bunch of females, you don't even know what she be getting into just because you gotta think about it. Like that's a sick mentality to have, to to come from, like, looking at a female just because she look a certain type of way, and you like, you know what, word, like, and then you just ready to go in raw just because she look good. Like that's crazy. Feel me? Uh, Yo, I noticed that too. Like ever since I took a break, like I said, from listening to rap, and then you might go back and try to see how I feel, like, or even just just go back just to see if it's a difference. And you hear some of the stuff they saying, it's like I'm not about to replay this song. Like, I'm not like, what I'm replaying this for? Like I'm telling you, your mentality changed when you do a whole lot of meditating. Yo, he talking facts. I'm gonna have to cut this light on because I didn't realize how dark it was in here. I'm telling you, because you'll notice like a lot of people, even with retention, you get like, what's that word? More um like you got more energy. So like I said, if you was already on that vibe because you listening to a whole bunch of drill music and all that, all retention is gonna do is amplify that feel, bro. So it's important, first of all, negativity is not gonna get you nowhere. Um and you'll come to realize that a lot of these situations that be going all the way left don't never be that deep. It wasn't never really no serious, thing fit to even go as left as it went. It's just, egos grow bigger and bigger from, he said this, so now I'm gonna say this, that's even worse. And then, oh, he said that, so now it's time for me to come back and say this, that's even worse. And then, it's just, it's be about a whole bunch of nothing. For me, it's just who could be more disrespectful until somebody wind up getting hurt. Trying to tell y'all, it's been working for me. Cause I was doing that, when I first came on YouTube and all that, I was still listening to a lot of rap music still, because you really don't think, just like we thought watching the website was normal, you think all of this other stuff is normal, like listening to binging on rap music, but they live in the complete opposite lifestyle that we live. Like imagine telling your favorite rapper about the lifestyle that you try and live, about practicing retention and practicing celibacy and practicing no fap. For me, like, y'all wouldn't even be able to correspond because y'all live in two totally different lifestyles. These dudes would not hesitate to get on, that bad Spanish joint, just to get one off. Versus you, now you starting to see that moving like that is ignorant. Moving like that is not smart because you got to protect your energy. And and just trading energies with just anybody's, it's gonna mess with yours. So that goes to show all of these rappers is headed down a dark path, a real dark path, because it's about the decisions that you make. But they force people to think, they program people to think that just because you got money, that you successful, and you could do whatever you want to do because now you could buy this and you could do that because you could afford to. All of that is just really trying to lead you astray. Lead you astray to, you wind up selling your soul because you did so much low vibrational stuff and you had such a low vibration. So you wind up getting your soul snatched up. That's how they get you. Or because I'm learning, like, as far as like with your soul being snatched, they gotta lower your vibration first before they can snatch your soul. It gets you to do a whole bunch of foul stuff, and to the point where your vibration's so low, ain't nothing you could do about getting your soul snatched. It's just gonna get snatched. Right? Why you think a lot of these people wind up doing what they do? Because once you live for the money and you chasing a whole bunch of money, you don't know where that money running to. Everybody chasing money, but where the money leading you to? You feel me? Leading you to emasculate yourself? Right? A lot of these dudes be emasculating themselves for $1. Right? Just like a lot of these women, they be, throwing their pride to the side to just go get with a dude just because he got a bag. Pretend like she loved the dude. Pretend that she want to be in a real companionship with the dude. Until things wind up going left. And she wind up realizing that this dude is a complete psychopath. And he wound up going crazy, putting his hands on her and all that, being a vicious dude. Like, it's, things be going left behind money. That's why it's always important to stand on, you know, things that you truly believe in. And first of all, you got to know what you want. You got to be able to go within enough to really figure out what in this world do you want. Right? Because you only could receive what you have already within. Feel me? You're not going to get nothing exterior that you don't already have. Like, you can't get love from somebody out in the exterior if you don't love yourself, because even if somebody do show you love, you're not going to be able to receive that because you don't even have it within yourself to be able to receive. Feel me? Like, that's just how that go. Like, just like somebody, like, how people say, yo, it's people out here that take kindness for weakness and all that. But that's because they can't receive positivity because they don't understand positivity. So they always gonna be people that move like that, that's super negative, that's gonna see right through your positivity and not be able to understand what that is. They gonna see it in their own way because of what they stand on. Like, you only are what you stand on. Right? For me, like, on this journey, just pay attention to what you want to attract. You want to attract good people, then you got to be that. You got to strip all of the negativity away from you, all of the things that you into that's negative, and get rid of it and be strictly about only positivity. Feeding your mind only positivity. That's how I'm on it now. Like, all I do is listen to affirmational music. I see, because I now know the power of my brain and all that. It's like, I don't see the point in me listening to no rap music. For me, I don't see the point in me ever going back to watching the website. I don't got no business watching that. Because I'm not even attracted to women like that no more. Because now I know what I want. And it becomes more clearer and more clearer every day, the more that you lock in with it. You feel me? Literally, like, that's what I'm saying. You can't, like, all of these dudes, you're going to see something negative about all of these dudes wind up happening to them. You're not going to be, it's going to get to a point where you done manifested so much negativity from your actions and the way you think and the things that you speak out, that really it's gonna be a wrap for all of these rappers. For real. Like, top of the fact that, you got all of these people listening to the bad energy that you putting out, and they listening to your music over and over and over. That's making it worse for you. Because let's say, imagine if things was, different, and they was putting out straight positivity, and you was listening to a positive song over and over and over and over. That means the more these people listen to that positivity, the more it's gonna work in your favor, because you helping somebody manifest positivity. But the more these people put out negativity and help people manifest negativity, it's gonna hurt them even worse, because they helped you. They the one that, it's their voice that you listening to. So it's like once you become a drill rapper or something like that, you might as well put a cage over you. Like, ain't no way you could go. You trapped in negativity. There's no escaping it. You got a song that got 20 million views and all that. Guess what? Your D-Day is coming real soon, because you got 20 million people, or even if it's 5 million people that listen to it so much that it became 20 million. That now, oh man, it's not looking good for you, because you got these people manifesting negativity because of what you saying. Like, yeah, keep taking them cold showers, bro. That's a fact. Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, bro, it's rappers out here that's good. Like, shout out to Nip, shout out to J. Cole, shout out to Kendrick. But depending on what vibration these dudes at, they would even tell you that listening to they binging on their music is not good for you. But it's also not good for business for them to tell you something like that, especially if one of these dudes is signed to a label, because the label is making money off how many times y'all people play their music over and over and over and over and over. They get paid for that. So they would never tell you to stop doing that, because it's not gonna be good for you. Because me telling it to y'all, that's not gonna change nothing, because people still gonna binge on that music. But if the rapper himself was to tell you what I'm telling you, then he would lose sales and lose money. So why would he do that? Right? That's just how it goes. For me, it's like I said, it's bad for business to tell the truth. That's why people won't tell the truth. That's why these same people, even in the retention community, that be trying to tease people about relapsing, get on people about he relapsed this, he relapsed that. Do you think that he's gonna ever tell you that he relapsed when it happens? No. He's already covering his own behind. By him doing that, is him letting you know, like, he's trying to say I would never relapse, but no, that means even if he was to relapse, why would he tell you? Because he's known for getting on people that relapse. You feel me? So pay attention to that. Like, it's just bad for business. People see it's bad for business to tell the truth. Like, low key is people that was looking at me like, yo, this dude really told everybody that he relapsed. He ain't have to tell these people that. He bugging. Now that probably just hurt his business, but they don't know that I view it in a different way. I view it as in a universal way of just putting out positivity and receiving the positivity and getting something in the longevity. I ain't gotta get the big bag right now. It's not about that. For me, because I've been putting out and being negative for so long that I can't expect to just turn around and be be positive for a little while and think that my whole life is just gonna change because now I'm choosing to be positive. That's why these dudes don't want to make the turnaround. That's why a lot of people don't want to change, because it takes time to change. And just because you change don't mean that you immediately gonna receive the benefits from doing that. You feel me? Just because you want retention for 100 days don't mean nothing, because what have you been doing within them 100 days? Like, how you gonna manifest something in your life if you ain't been manifesting? What are you manifesting? Like, why are you surprised that your life right now isn't where you want it to be if you haven't been manifesting where you want to be? Let alone, a lot of people don't even know exactly where they want to be at. But yet people still running around listening to a whole bunch of YouTube videos and a whole bunch of different rap songs, and you confusing yourself even more. You putting all of these different people's perspectives on top of your already confused perspective. And then when you finally decide to take time to meditate, people be like, yo, I don't know how to meditate. I mean, what you think? You be all day doing a bunch of nothing. So where finally you trying to take some time out to meditate, and it's gonna be hard. So that means that you might have to take a whole day, a whole week. You might have to delete all of the apps that you got that you be on too much. Delete the YouTube app, delete the Instagram app, delete all. I mean, maybe not YouTube because you don't have to use that to meditate with the joints on the YouTube, but you get what I mean. Like, do what you gotta do and make them sacrifices and lock in. Because just taking an hour or two, like these people be telling you, and meditate for like an hour or two. Matter of fact, I'm starting to think that's what they want to tell you, because they don't really want you to receive like the what you really could receive out here if you lock in for real. Then you gotta think about it like this: how could you relapse if you don't listen to rap music, and let's say you on 7 days of retention? Now, for all 7 days, you've been listening to no rap music and straight affirmational music and straight affirmational music. Just imagine that. You on a 7 day streak, and for 7 days you've been listening to affirmational music and meditation music, no rap. What would make you want to type up the website and go relapse on the website? Nothing. You wouldn't relapse. It wouldn't even happen. You feel me? It wouldn't happen, because that's impossible. Because you feeding your mind straight positivity for 7 days straight. What would make you wanna? You're gonna be like, nah, that's gonna mess up my benefits, because now I'm gonna have these different images and different video scenes in my mind that's gonna mess up the 7 days that I was just meditating for. So now you're gonna feel like you got more to lose, not just your seed, but now the manifestation that you're trying to work on, that you've been working on for 7 days. You're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna just throw all them 7 days away that I was just meditating for. Imagine that. That's gonna really help you conquer your junk. If you was to do something like that. That's what I'm starting to realize. That's what I'm on. That's why every time I get a chance, I don't be, even after I end this live, I'm throwing my headphones right on and I'm back locked in like I've been doing. Like I be doing this 24 hours. Then right before I go to sleep, I find one of my favorite joints. Like I got a playlist of all the different joints I be finding, of meditating or affirmations for like joint be playing for like 10 hours. I find a joint like, all right, this time to listen to this joint, the money affirmation. And the dude just, he talking about manifesting money. Talking about things like I am abundance, this, that, and the third, I am rich. And that joint play for like 8 hours. Or I might wake up 4 hours earlier and be like, all right, this one I'm gonna listen to for 4 hours while I'm asleep, talking about money. And then this one I'm gonna listen to 4 hours that's talking about like exercising. And then this lady, she in my ear is talking about, affirmations that's making me more passionate about exercising. You feel me? Like, bro, it's about what you feed your brain. Then you listen to the exercise affirmation for 8 hours. You wake up, you wake up, you gonna want to exercise because your brain has been listening to, all of these things that's reminding you about the love you have for exercising. Even if you ain't had that love for it 8 hours ago before you played it, now your mind has been listening to this person drill this in your brain, and you're gonna eventually be passionate about exercising. Like, bro, it's really that simple. It's about what you feed your brain, because what you feed your brain is gonna manifest. Feel me? Like, that's just how it goes, bro. What y'all talking about? See, I'm trying to put y'all on. It go that deep. That's why I don't understand why people giving me, I got people trying to give me negativity when I'm really out here changing people's lives. Got people, willing to, I got people doing all type of different things that they probably would have never did if I wasn't on here, because you don't got people on here talking about stuff like this. Well, maybe because they don't know, no shade or nothing like that. Hopefully I put them on about the benefits of really locking in, and that your seed is not the only thing that's valuable in retention. It's what you're doing with your brain too. And now you got your seed. With your seed is going to increase your manifestation powers. So, Let's get it. Let's be next level. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm ready to be next level. I'm not just worried about what day I'm on, bro. Yes, I'm on 180 plus days, but so what? I want to manifest for the next 180 days straight. I'm talking about every day. Why am I listening to any rapper that's telling me stuff in my brain that's not helping me with my manifestation? He's not telling me nothing that's gonna uplift me to be able to stay away from negativity. These same rappers that get on there and tell you to stay out the streets, stay out of, don't sell drugs and don't go to jail and this, that, and the third. But they telling you a whole bunch of negativity, a whole bunch of stuff that's gonna lead you to go in that direction. You feel me? You'll kind of realize a lot of these dudes don't be having none to talk about. And then they try to violate somebody for, not having bars and nothing like that. But your bars ain't about nothing either. You just talking a whole bunch of fly stuff. You just talking a whole bunch of stuff that's fly about what you be wearing and the dudes you done shot and the hoods you from. Like, what is that helping anybody with, bro? That's how you gotta know that the rap industry, it's already programmed for these people to be successful. It don't got nothing to do with these rappers actually being talented rappers. It got to do with the higher powers understand that if we put rappers out here, that it's going to distract more people from going within because they listening to a whole bunch of rappers. They don't want you to know this information I'm telling you about how if you keep listening to these rappers, you will never manifest what you want in your life. They don't want you to know that. Because if you do know that, then these rap industry is going to lose money. And then you're going to start really manifesting what you want in your life. You're going to start really realizing what you want for yourself in your life. And you're going to be like, I don't got no business listening to that. Like, no shade, he get his money and all that. But I'm not about to be binging on that stuff no more. You feel me? Like, on God, I be feeling like a cheat code. Salute. Now, I don't sleep with headphones on. Yeah, prayer is a form of meditation too. But like I said, we don't spend enough time doing that. We spend only an hour, 30 minutes even if it's 2 hours. People don't even do 2 hours of meditation for real. It's people out here low key that's only meditating for like 10, 15 minutes. And then they jump right on Instagram and jump all in these different portals. You clicking on different cat videos. You watching a whole bunch of you click on this joint that's showing her feet. Now you enter the different portal because there's a bunch of other women that's showing their feet. Then this joint, she got a picture with her back turned and she poking her butt out and she looking back with the sexy look. You click on her picture, you scroll and it's a whole bunch of different females doing the same thing. And they know that that's going to clog your brain up. That's their whole goal. They know that you powerful because you got a brain. You powerful because you got a pineal gland. So if they can't shut your brain down and just kill you, because what they going to get out of that, they want your soul. So they get you to lower your vibration by giving up on, you realize that your whole life you ain't manifest what you wanted for yourself for real because you trying to figure out, I got good intentions, I got a good heart, this and the third, but that ain't enough. If your brain is clogged and you listening to a whole bunch of people, watching a whole bunch of different things, you'll never be able to understand who you even truly are. You will never be able to even see yourself. Like you'll look in the mirror and just see a person and not even understand who that person is. Because that's the dangers of the internet. It's just going to super duper clog your brain up of so many different things that you can't even see who you are. Yo, yeah, Wim Hof, word. All of y'all look up Wim Hof, the Wim Hof breathing method, all of that. Wim Hof is definitely a legend. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as you got brain fog, it's as long as they got control over your being. Like just because they're not standing next to you holding your hand, they don't gotta control you like that. They control you by the things that they putting out and the different distractions that they distracting you with. As long as they keep you distracted, they got you under control. Because imagine if everybody knew the benefits of just being in their own space and meditating and affirming and not putting all of these the dark hurts in their mind, the music hurts that come from rap music and all that, and you just meditating all day, you affirming all day, you're gonna attract it. You're gonna attract it. That's just how that's gonna go. Like, imagine that. It's that simple. You want retention, you working out all the time, and you affirming. Just make life simple. You know, you monitor the amount of time you on YouTube. You don't stay on there too long, because you'll start to realize the more you be meditating, the more you be affirming, you'll get on YouTube and your patience to get real thin. You see something that's bull and you gonna get right off. You're gonna be like, yo, I'm out of here. I'm not even about to be stay on here too long. Because you'll start cringing seeing certain things. Because you'll start to realize, like, yeah, I could tell this person, he just be asking for attention, or this girl, she just want validation all day. Like, all right, you know what? I'm out of here. Let me go back to doing what I was just doing. And let me get back to meditating and affirming. Because before I start making myself get mad and thinking a whole bunch of negative thoughts, let me keep it positive, because that's what you're gonna attract. Like, don't let nobody infiltrate your vibe, infiltrate your aura by, you seeing negativity, and now they got you thinking about negativity. That's how, that's why you got to make sure your aura is strong. Because if your aura is weak, somebody can infiltrate your aura. Like, a weak aura is equivalent to, just imagine a house right now on whatever block. You walk past the house and be like, yo, why that house door open like that? That's what a weak aura look like. Anybody could just walk up in your crib and go up in your kitchen, go upstairs, you know what I'm saying? Go up in your bedroom, go up in your bathroom. See, just imagine, that's what a weak aura is. Anybody could just come up in your joint and just have you all messed up. You could be about positivity. If somebody give you negativity and they got you just, flaring up with ready to give out negativity back. Right? Like, another thing I learned too is, like, when somebody is giving you negativity, it's because they admire you and they want your energy. Literally. And I'm going to explain it to you. So let's say if I'm low key, because they're not going to say that they jealous of you. Let's say I'm low key jealous of you, but I'm giving you negativity. I throw you my energy by telling you all of this BS. And I throw you my negativity. The reason why I'm doing that is because, why else would I be doing that if I didn't want your energy? Because all I'm thinking that you're going to do is come right back at me and say something back. So what that literally is I throw the negativity at you. I influence you to do something negative because you took it in. Now it's in your aura because you got a weak aura. So my energy is in your aura. And then now it's manifesting in your aura, and then I throw it back out you throw it back out to me. So now I got your energy mixed with my energy. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it go that deep. These dudes don't even realize they do that subconsciously. Subconsciously, they want your energy. That's why they giving you negativity. Because they want you to take their energy and mix it with yours and give it back to them. So they can feed off of it. Since they can't feed off your energy as a whole, they just attach some of their energy to yours. And then they feed off the little bit of your energy that's attached to it. Subconsciously. Oh, yeah, I see it clearly. That's what, bro, I be doing a lot of going within. I had somebody ask me, yo, this dude went from Vegeta to Goku. I'm trying to tell you. I understand a lot of things. That's why I'm moving different. I could see through things because of the going within I've been doing. You start, like, how I'm going to get out the hood if I keep entertaining hood BS or doing what everybody else in the hood is doing. Since everybody in the hood want to listen to this rapper, that rapper, watch all of these different shows and all these different movies, how about I do none of that and just meditate all day and really lock in on what I want in my life and what I know I deserve in my life and keep reminding myself that every single day and really test the power of the brain. Let's see how powerful this thing really is, and let's put this thing to work. That's how I'm looking. I'm like, all right, people tell you, it's all this information out here about how powerful the brain is. Let me see for myself. What if I lock in completely with my brain and program it myself? What if I become an engineer right now, coach engineer? For me, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Coach engineer in this bit. I turn into coach engineer and I engineer my brain to do what I want it to do. You feel me? Instead of, listening to this person and that person and that person. Because you got to think about it. That comes from having a low self-esteem, that you got to distract yourself from being with yourself. Imagine that. The reason for people watching a whole bunch of videos and watching and listening to a whole bunch of rap music is because you distracting yourself from yourself. To where you just got on your phone when you woke up at 11 o'clock, and now you turn around, it's 5 o'clock because you done been on your phone. Then you jumped on Call of Duty, World at War, whatever you want to call that, the new Call of Duty that's out. I sound like an old head. That's crazy. I don't even remember the name of the new Call of Duty. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But you get my point. Now you went from your phone to, you might have took a quick shower. You come right back in the room. You added on the game. You ain't really work out like that because, you might have lost and you like, nah, I should have won that free for all just now. You bugging. You jump right back on it. Now your homies get online. They join. They add you to the party. Now you stuck on there. Time fly. Next thing you know, it's 8 o'clock. You hungry. You don't got it in you to work out because you got to eat now. Then you eat and you like, yo, how I'm going to work out? And I just ate. So now you play the game for a little while longer. It's like 10, 11 o'clock. And you like, why I'm going to work out if I got to get sleep now? And then your whole day is gone. Just like that. Like, I done literally watched my days disappear from that exactly happening. From playing Call of Duty Zombies all day, and next thing I know, I'm on level 50, and like 2-3 hours just disappeared because I'm on level 50 of zombies. Like, I'm telling you, that's the whole purpose. These video games, and they be so hot to people, they be so lit, and they all do that because they gotta distract you. That's all that it is. It's all a distraction. For me, stop distracting yourself. For me, because you are a king. You are great no matter what you're going through, no matter how many mistakes you made. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop allowing mistakes that we made in our life to dictate our present moment and our future. Imagine somebody bashing you about relapsing and you 18 years old like Clinton is. And then Clinton, let's say Clinton turned around, he don't want to practice retention no more. But you 18. You got your whole life ahead of you, bro. What are you doing? Why would you ever give up on yourself? I don't care how many times you relapse. So what? What about when you turn 20 years old and you get to reflect on the mistakes that you made and now you're a better man? You working out more. You meditate. You affirming. You could be great. You got a brain. So you could be great. You still alive. So you could still be great. That go for anybody. And you feed off the negativity. You steal their energy. Every time somebody say something about you, you steal their energy. And you use it to get pumped up. Long as nobody physically violates you, you ain't got to put out no negativity back. And you good. That go for anybody young. Why would you relapse on retention and allow that to make you feel bad about yourself to where now a week later, you still thinking about last week? Like, that's crazy, but it's dope though that you that passionate to where you that tight with yourself. Like, yo, I'm bugging. Like, I'll be on this day right now if I just locked in. But dang, now I'm on only day 7. Like, oh my God. And I get that. I know it's people in real life that really be that tight. Like I'll be on day 39 right now, but damn. And that's good. You supposed to be happy that you found something that you that passionate about. I applaud everybody that is that passionate about bettering themselves. That's not a bad thing. You feel me? That's not a bad thing, I mean, it's a bad thing to allow it to make you feel depressed. You're supposed to make sure you view it as a good thing. Like, yo, I'm pumped up to, now I know. Now when I get back to day 39, I'm going to remember that I just threw 39 days away last time and how tight I was. Like, maybe you record yourself and save a message for yourself. Like, yo, I'm on day 0 right now. Boom. And I threw away the 39 days, but yo, this is a message for you when you get back to day 39. Remember when you threw away the other 39 days and we had to go back to day 0. We not doing that again. So hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, do whatever you got to do. Record you a voice note or something. Save yourself a message. Really learn to build a relationship with yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, just because you the only one out here pushing yourself don't mean that the job ain't going to get done. Because don't get me wrong, a lot of us men, we low-key compassionate. We want to give love and we want to receive love. You know, low-key. That's what all men want to do. All men want to be able to just give out love and receive it back. We want life to be real simple. That is the greatest form of being a man. That's the highest vibration of a man. It's just giving out love and receiving it. All this ego battling and fake alpha tough guy stuff, that's low vibration stuff. Every man deep inside wants to just give out love and receive love. That's it. You feel me? So understand that, bro. Just make it, aspire to get to the point where life is just that simple. You confident in yourself. You strong. You be working on your body. And, because a lot of times you'll realize that a lot of these dudes that be poking their chest out all day and be all angry and be all tense is because they nervous and they insecure about things that they not facing, and things that they didn't work on. You feel me? So understand that. Just face all your insecurities. You don't like how your body look? Lock in with yourself. Put that work in. Work out. And accept that that's who you are right now. Because that's true strength. If you can accept the insecurities that you have and accept that you can't change them immediately, then that is what makes you a truly strong man. Is that you can accept who you are and accept that it's not going to be a walk in the park to get to where you want to be. And accept that you're going to have to go hard to get to where you want to be. And understand that when you get there, you're going to shed tears of joy, remembering who you used to be and remembering that you stood tall with who you used to be. And is the reason, and then which is the only reason why you made it to be who you became. Because you can't get to where you want to get in life if you don't stay solid with who you are right now. If you don't just accept this is where you are. This is how you be present. The only way you be present is if you accept yourself for who you are in this moment right now. That's the only way you're going to get to where you need to be. You got to be able to see clearly where you at first. In order for you to build a tunnel in front of you to be tunnel vision, you got to be able to see where you at first so you can put the tunnel in front of you, right or wrong. But these are things people not telling y'all. They just tell people to be tunnel vision, but you're not telling you that you got to be present first for who you is first. To where when somebody throw you negativity, you're not being insecure by trying to throw them negativity back, because that's insecurity. That means that person was able to, knock you off your square, which means that technically you was never on your square. Because anytime somebody should try to knock you off your square and throw you negativity is because, like I said, somebody throw you negativity and you know who you are, it's not going to matter because you accept yourself for who you are already. And you know that by putting out negativity is only going to distract you and be a waste of time. Oh, for me. Ain't nothing wrong with that. For me, you just understanding. See, the thing about making mistakes is that it gives you more clarity of who you truly want to become. Like, you can know who you want to become, but when you do something, maybe you didn't know it was going to be wrong. You like, man, at least I ain't fat. I'm about to just go knock this joint down. And then after you knock the joint down, you still realize like, oh, I want to really take the retention serious. Though I ain't even trying to be making a habit out of doing this too much. But maybe you wouldn't have known that for real if you went go out there and make that decision first. Like, do not let nobody rush you to success or rush you to do something. Like, you ain't no rush, especially if you young. Most of us is young on this journey. I'm 24. I turned 25 this summer, right? A lot of y'all is in y'all teenage years. A lot of y'all is just becoming 20-year-olds. Ain't no rush. Just be aware of the decisions that you making. Now, what retention should help you do is take accountability for what you be doing out here, right? You realize like, yo, I'm on retention. I shouldn't be watching the website. Let's say you turn around and the urges made you forget about what you needed to be doing and you wound up getting on the website. You relapse to the website. And now you feel that the post-nut clarity of making that BS decision. And now you really understand that you don't need to be doing that because you feel like you let yourself down. But you didn't understand that feeling for real because you didn't go out there and make that mistake. You made that mistake. You understand that you don't need to be doing too much of that, and you wind up conquering it eventually. You feel me? Or well, I would love to do that in due time, though. In due time. In due time. And you good, bro. That don't make you less of a man. It's about what you, but yo, bro, whatever you believe is who you are. That is what you see with everybody. Like if you feel like you less than because you're not 6 feet, then that's exactly the aura that you're gonna give off. People gonna be able to sense that you insecure because you're not as tall as everybody else. Or if you feel like you less than, because guess what? It's short people that still be, confident around tall people and still be with the aura that he'll knock you out. And you taller than him. You ain't not worried about none of that. Or if it's dudes out here that's skin and bone and be around brolic dudes and you can't sense that they're not insecure because they not brolic, because they understand that anybody could be touched. And as long as not everybody out here worried about all of that negativity and fighting and oh he bigger than me, so this and that, all of that is insecure vibes. You could be skinny and still be confident. You could be short and still be confident. You could be out of shape and still be confident. It's about what you believe. It's fat dudes out here with with you know with Latinas that's bad. I done seen this. These dudes be chubby. Feel me? Looking like they about 230 pounds of word. And these dudes be having the nicest Latina joint. I remember, I seen this one Latina joint on the gram, and her man was a chubby dude. Looked like he was about 5'9", weighed like 230 pounds, and his girlfriend was bad. Right? But how did he get a woman like that? That came from him, being confident within himself, because women admire to be with a man that's fully in his bag. Because no woman wants to be around a man that's not in his bag. Because you feel me? A lot of these women is already insecure. So if you insecure on top of that, then that's a lose-lose relationship. Nobody's gonna be able to uplift nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all hurting each other. Y'all need to separate and work on yourselves. Like, for real. But understand that, bro. Understand that you are what you believe and you are what you do. That's it. And on top of that, you could outsmart yourself every day. If you think it's something negative, all you got to do is act out the opposite. If you wake up in the morning and you feel depressed, all you got to do is act out something the exact opposite of what you thinking to shake off the thoughts that you have. You feel me? We're not supposed to even be in our head, but the reason why we be in our head is because we spent so much time watching the website. And now the website done clogged up our brain to where, like, because you got to think about it. If you watching a whole bunch of the website and you're not out here really, mingling with women, right? That goes to show that you living in a false reality. Because why would anybody in their right mind want to be addicted to the website and not be out here mingling with women? But that comes from insecurity, of us being insecure with our life, being insecure with things that we felt like we couldn't change, but now we are starting to understand that we can change if we just lock in. You feel me? So you get about your head. You got no business there. You know, you could trust your instincts. And the thing about trusting your instincts is that you can't be afraid to make mistakes or be afraid to, because you ain't gotta look like the most alpha dude, bro. Don't even worry about all that. You gotta, have fun with life and just put yourself out there and do things. Maybe interact with different people and just test out being outside your comfort zone, which is just being in your head all the time. Do things that remind you to stay present. Instead of watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos, listening to a whole bunch of rap, meditate, affirm, and think about it. Like if you are going to be in your head, I would suggest that you be meditating. You think about anything negative, go back to meditating. Like, you got to make more sacrifice because of all of the bad decisions that you made in the past. It's time for you to keep that same energy with the positivity, like I done said before. We was going crazy with the negativity. We was going crazy with that. Plenty of people would be able to tell you watching the website for hours. I remember I had somebody tell me he relapsed one time and was watching the website for 12 hours before he relapsed. So that means in order for him to really, really get up out of that dark place that inspired him to move like that, in order for you to get up out of that, you're gonna have to transition and do positive moves with that same energy. You gotta have to keep that same energy with it. You gotta have to meditate for all them hours now. All them hours that you up, detox. You gotta do a whole lot of detoxing. Oh. Latinas. Whoa. All right, man. Everything good. I'm coming to a lot of realizations in life. I'm excited to get on here and do my best to translate it so y'all could get on the wave that I'm starting to realize is the right wave to be on. Because like I said, how you gonna relapse if throughout your entire day you feeding yourself positive thoughts? Because coming from the website only comes from being insecure. Feel me? Because the things that's going on and transpiring in your life come from the things that you believe, right? It just all it comes from is the things that you believe. Like, yo, I gotta be this way because that's the only way I'm gonna get this, right? Maybe you watched the video that made you think that you had to be this in order to get that. You had to move like this with a female in order for the female to move like this with you. Feel me? Like it just all comes from beliefs, but it still might not work in your favor because you don't even believe in that enough. You feel like it go that deep. That's why you gotta lock in for real, for real. You can't just do something for a little while and think that it's gonna come into fruition. Like you gotta lock in for a minute and be doing it consistently. Word. Appreciate that, my G. No, the last live I was on here, there's a lot of trolls coming on here. You know, I was feeding into it a little bit. I was like, you know what? Let me come back on here and let me make up for that real quick. Cause I don't got no business even feeding into that. Cause I know I'm better than that. But of course, like I said, it takes time to change your ways. Like, you know, I came from a real negative and dark mentality. I was ready to touch anything. I was ready to violate something, ready to even take something off the mat for disrespecting me. But that comes from the ignorant mentality that I was already had. I was raised around, and I continued to feed myself with the rap music and just with the, you know, like just entertaining things that already was, you know, aligning that I could align with because I already had a negative dark vibe. So I didn't even realize subconsciously I was aligning with dark and negative things. So you got to understand that. Pay attention to the things that you align with. Pay attention to the people that stand out to you. Why you feel so, you know, why you want to talk to this kind of girl? Or why you around these kind of people? Pay attention to your circle. You feel me? And what they be into. And if you even got business around these people, right? Before you just get with a joint because she pretty and all that, she got a nice body. Pick her brain a little bit. Maybe see where her head is at. See the things that she be feeding her mind. Pay attention to the people and the things that she be listening to. And get a better understanding of who you be around or who you be aligning with. And then take responsibility for it. Don't try to, you know, be judging other people. Be like, all right, maybe the reason why I'm aligning with these certain people is because I got more work to do within myself. So in order for me to attract better and be in better circumstances and situations and align with better things that I want to align with, I got to do more growing within. I got to make more sacrifices, and I got to speak these things more into existence and do a lot more meditating and affirming. For me, that's what's up, bro. I'm glad. I'm glad that you know these is helping y'all, man. That's all it's about. That's all it's about for me. Because at the end of the day, you know, I'm giving y'all the positive vibes, so it's gonna work for y'all. Because you know we lack this on the internet. And then it's gonna work for me too, because what you put out the people, especially, and you know y'all ingesting it. If I was putting out the wrong things, it would affect me in the long run too. Feel me? That's why, like I said earlier in the live, like a lot of these rappers, they, you know, everything is gonna come back to bite them later on down the line. That's why you got to be careful what you be telling people, because what you be trying to put, what people are try to go out their way to put in somebody else's mind, you know, it'll affect you. That's the part of like we all are, you know, one type of, you know, saying that we are all one. That's where that transpires at. Because what you be telling people and how you be treating people and how you be talking to people, you're gonna get that back. Because that's what you're gonna align with, because you putting it out there. Like we are king manifestors. Everything you do, you align, you start to manifest by the things you believe and the words that you speaking and the intentions that you have behind them and all of that. I'm telling you, pay attention to all of that. No, no, do not quit your job and just go start your business. That's a horrible decision. Believe in your business. Continue to manifest your business and lock in with how you want your business to be. And listen to affirmational music that aligns with you wanting to start a business. Listen to entrepreneur type affirmational songs and stuff like that. You know, make those sacrifices to align with being an entrepreneur. But do not just quit your job and be dead broke and think that you could just start a business like that. And I'm not saying that you don't have no money put up, but just make sure before you make that sacrifice, that you are set to where you don't have to ever go back to work. Because, you know, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, that's something that takes time. It's not just going to click. It's not never just going to click. It takes time. So make sure that, you know, even if you start your business while you still working, do that. So, you know, at least you got something to fall back on when you really quit. You know, you could come right over here, and you good over here. Word? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what it's all about. And that makes me feel good to know that I had that kind of effect on you, man. And hopefully, you know, if it's other G's, whether it be in the future or be right now, and you in the projects and you know that you got intellect and you got knowledge, you watching somebody in the middle of the hood that don't got much in life right now, still manifesting, still growing. And I'm still out here changing the world. This right here is what, let's say, the elites that be running the music industry, they don't want us to know that we got the kind of power to do stuff like this. Right? They want you to believe that if you ain't got a jump shot, or you ain't in tune with the drugs, or whatever, like you ain't in tune, you ain't got bars and nothing, that you really ain't gonna become nothing. But it's always a way. Like if you don't want to go to college, you could go to trade school. Feel me? And I would suggest go to trade school, be better than college, because you guarantee work when you graduate from trade school. You more than likely gonna be better off graduating from a trade with a trade. Feel me? But you'll be surprised. Like I know people that like was working the same job I was working, getting paid minimum wage, and they had bachelor's and master's degrees from college. So understand that having a degree don't really mean you're successful. You feel me? And remember, success is only what you believe success is. Everybody has their own, you know, different outlook on just life in general. So you don't got to believe what somebody else believes is success. You feel me? Now I would say I gained, like, my muscle is starting to show more because I lost a lot of the fat from, you know, eating a lot of the bull that I was eating. So now that I, you know, drink a lot of fruits and protein smoothies, and if I do eat meat, it's like halal meat, it's clean. You know, they if they kill their meat different, like all of that is, it's important to look into that. I think it's important for all of y'all to take that into account, that you look into what you putting in your body. Like a lot of these fast food restaurants, I would suggest that you never eat fast food ever, because you don't really know what's in this stuff. And they making it so fast, they giving it to so many people. You know, you never know what they really trying to give all these people. You don't want to do what the masses is doing. If the masses is eating fast food, then you definitely want to stay away from fast food. For me, because like I done heard some stuff about fast food. Like it have been, you know, it have been some factories that got caught for having real human meat in they fast food. Like for real, human meat. For real, like you could look this up and find this somewhere. Like I was ready to do a reaction video to that when I saw that. I'm like, oh no. That's all I needed to see. I'll never eat fast food again. Because if they caught this one place for having human meat, how many other places, you know what I'm saying, be doing that? It wasn't just them. Ah. Oh. Oh. I'm 24, G. And I turned 25 in July. Or somebody got any more questions? I'll answer a couple questions before I get up out of here. But the main purpose of this live was to remind y'all to, make sure that you pay attention to the things that you feeding into. Right after this live, start transpiring that immediately if you could. You feel me? Don't be watching a million different videos and feeding your brain that. Your brain is downloading everything that you do. And your brain is powerful enough to manifest whatever you give it. Like literally, you imagine like Call of Duty Zombies. You take the gun, you feel me, and you take it to the box and you prestige the gun now. The gun could kill more zombies. Like your brain is like that. You can manifest your brain to prestige and be on a higher level and start taking and be more powerful to, do more things for you out here. For real. It's just all about what you feeding it. If you feeding it some bull, you always gonna be on some bull. You never gonna be able to change if you don't change what you believe in and change what you be, entertaining. Stop distracting yourself and understand that you got more power than you could ever imagine. For real. My B-Day is July 22nd. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess it's because I'm not making a whole bunch of diss videos about other YouTubers that's already got clout. I guess it's because I ain't make a video about this dude and about that dude and about that dude and, trying to get subscribers from their content. Because I see that's a whole lot of that going on. Because dudes don't know how to be patient and just put out positivity because they don't see nobody else just putting out positivity and gaining from it. Because they see everybody getting a quick dollar from the negativity. Let me say this about son, how he doing this wrong and why he doing this and why he doing that. But then in the same breath, I'ma claim that I don't care about what he doing now. I just be focused on me. I don't care about this dude. I don't care about that dude. So why are you making a 10-minute video trying to, talking about this dude? Oh, you blatantly telling people that you are trying to grow your business by speaking on this person's business so that other people can see you from their business and look at you like, oh, who's this guy that said this about this person? But that can never be me. I'm gonna get it the right way, putting out straight positivity. And salute to everybody, even the people that might be moving wrong. But that's on them. I don't gotta be feeding into that because I got the power to manifest whatever I want. So maybe my channel ain't huge because maybe that got to do with me not believing that my channel could be one of the biggest channels out here, right? Because I ain't gonna lie, when I first came on YouTube, I had the mind of like, man, I'm cool with my channel being like, it don't gotta be the biggest channel in the world. Like I literally used to tell myself this a lot. So maybe that got something to do with me. And maybe I need to change the beliefs, what I be thinking about and how I be, looking at things and really believe that my channel could be the biggest channel out here, regardless of what's going on the internet, regardless of the people trying to give me negativity and whatever, right? Word. I don't know what polygamy is. You're gonna have to write another message telling me what that is, or somebody else tell me what that is real quick. Mm. Now I'm not just talking about Son, because I see Son right now. He's the topic of discussion. Everybody, let's talk about this dude because he came out and started dissing the red pill. Like, but bro, I'm not trying to get involved in that drama. That's drama. Men need to stop involving themselves in drama. Like, just because you disagree with somebody, don't mean that you got to be trying to, blatantly come at these dudes for your disagreement. You showing these people that you got, that you got a that you double sided. Because really, you saying that these dudes is wrong, but at the same time, you know that you could benefit from this. So that's making yourself look a little bad. Like it's a bad look to do that, to be double-sided. I'm one-sided. We strictly about to be about positivity. So when people come on this side, they know what they're getting. We're not about to just switch sides and be all of a sudden we dissing this person and dissing that person. I'm not. I don't got no business doing that, bro. Especially on top of the fact that I came from really being a demon mentally, and I don't want to have to really wind up hurting something. You feel me? And wind up, word. Like I'm not trying to even be doing none of that, bro. I want to just wish everybody peace, love, and prosperity. Because low key, I'm afraid of that side coming out of me. I don't want to do none of that, bro. I want to use the power and the strong vibration that I have, that I would use that to do something violent and use that to just only be talking about positivity. Or because don't get me wrong, it be rough out here. I be ready to, it get like that. It happens to the best of us, but you gain energy from that, from keeping it within you instead of just extracting it and violating and doing all this violating, because you're gonna lose energy from that. So if you learn to just, when you feel negativity, that you just hold on to it and trust that you could turn it into positivity, trust that you could turn it into, using it as manifestation, a power up. Like, all right, the negativity flare you up, you feel more turned up, and then you use that charged up energy to charge up your manifestations. Like I'm sorry, you got to pay attention to how you look at things. Word. Oh, married to more than one woman. Basically, like the Muslim dudes be doing. I mean, I don't disagree with that. No, I believe that depending on who you are, that you could do that successfully. Especially with dudes out here practicing retention, understand the power of your seed. I mean, you could have about, let's say, I don't know, let's say you had 2, 3 wives, and you retaining, you not just, one of them guys that you still busting with your wife and all that, you retaining, and then you might decide, let's say, boom, you've been retaining for a year, and then, let's say you have a kid with one of your wives, then you retain for another year, and then you have a kid with your next wife, then you retain for another year and have a kid with your third wife. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with that if dudes is like on it like that type way. Then after you do that, you back to holding it down. And if you was to do what you do with your wife, you still got the strength to hold it down more times than not. Because I ain't gonna say every time you're gonna be successful. You might have times where you slip, but as long as more often than not you locking in with the holding it down, I mean, it could be done. It could be done. Yeah, keep conflict out of there, bro, because we better than that. And you don't get nothing from that. You gain nothing from negativity. Absolutely nothing. Because after the fact, all you're gonna do is regret putting it out. Ask anybody in jail right now that question. Or you ain't even gotta ask them. Common sense should tell you nobody wanna be in jail for putting out negativity in whatever way they put it out. For me, so just know that. Whoa. What y'all talking about? Whoa. I appreciate all y'all, man, for tuning in. I'm about to get up out of here. This live was a banger. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Keep in mind what I said. Run this joint back if you need to. Remember, you got more power than you could ever imagine. Just stop allowing these people to distract you and lock in. And I'm out with that, man. Peace and love. Stay positive no matter what. And keep climbing.